Hi, I'm Karl and I want to show you today the new media sensors from Konica Minolta. This new media sensor, we call them IM104 and IM105, apply to our latest production printing systems, the AccurioPress C14010 range. So let's have a deeper look into it. The sensors are placed exactly between the paper tray and the main body. And if I open it, you see a lot of metal. On the left, you see here the IM104 with a perch tray on top, and on the right, you see the IM105. The IM104 measures the paper characteristics. So for this measurement, we have in total 6 different sensors for exactly finding the right settings for our machines for the paper in question. So the sensors are measuring the moisture content, the paper thickness, the paper weight, the stiffness, the surface type, and the paper resistance. The IM105 measures the paper size on the fly. But hey, let's have a look how we measure the paper. To measure the paper, we are going to the engine panel and click here on the paper settings. Select the tray where the paper in question is inside. Click here on the paper measurement, and then we start. The measurement of the sensor takes about 90 seconds. And you see here on the perch tray on top of the IM104, the paper is exited with all the measurements taken care of. If I now go back to the engine panel, I see the results of the measurements. And it can directly apply it to a tray. Paper measurement before printing is one of the functionalities of the new media sensors. The second one is double feed detection. Our machines all have a double feed detection system in place, but in case of a double feed, the machine will stop and you would have a paper jam. With the IM104 and the perch tray on top, you now can exit double fed paper to the perch tray and your production continues. So let's have a look. Like in a good cooking show, I prepared some things. So this is my double feed, which I put now here to the tray. So it will be sheet number 2. And then I will start a print job. Here I'm back at the AccurioPro Print Manager and started print job with 3 copies. Now the production starts and the machine finds out there's a double feed and says now ejecting unnecessary paper. We have here an eye on our perch tray and you see the paper I prepared is ejected. And at the end of my production line, my job will be printed. So far 1 sheet, because the first sheet was okay, but the second wasn't. And here are the other 3. With this feature, I can always rely that my production continues. So for example, if you print overnight, start or loading all your paper trays with little sheets, touch the print button and go home. And next morning you expect everything was printed. With these features you can much more rely on the system so that your job is really finished and you can continue with other work. So these were 2 features of the new media sensors, but we have even more than that. I showed you the measurement of the paper before you start the job, but these characteristics can also be identified during the print run. Why would I do? In some cases, operators piling different kinds of paper on top of each other in one tray because of very small lots to be printed and so on. There are several reasons why you want to do that. But in this case, I put 2 less paper in the tray and I have a switch on papers in the tray, which could then damage the machine. With this media sensor, you can rely on as soon as paper characteristics will change, the machine will stop and nothing goes wrong. So the fourth feature is measuring the paper size on the fly. The IM105 takes care of this and feedbacks this together with the measurements of the IQ601 on the image to the main body. And this system takes care that your duplex registration is always as good as possible. So I hope you like our media sensors. If you want to find out more, please get in touch with us. Bye-bye.
Giving shape to ideas. Konica Minolta.